In many animal societies, hierarchies and dominance play a crucial role in maintaining order and structure. These systems determine how individuals interact with one another, who gets access to resources, and how conflicts are resolved. For example, in a wolf pack, the alpha pair leads the group, makes decisions during hunts, and has the primary right to mate. Lower-ranking wolves follow the lead of the dominant pair, and often submit through specific body language, such as lowering their heads or tails. In primates like baboons or chimpanzees, social hierarchies are often complex and dynamic. Dominance can be achieved through strength, intelligence, or alliances with other members of the group. These rankings influence everything from grooming privileges to feeding order. A higher-ranking individual may receive more grooming and have first access to food, while lower-ranking individuals may have to wait or move aside. Dominance behaviors are typically displayed through postures, vocalizations, or even brief physical confrontations. However, these conflicts are often more about display than actual fighting, as serious injuries could weaken the group. Maintaining a stable hierarchy can reduce tension and help the group function efficiently. Interestingly, hierarchies aren't always fixed. They can shift over time, especially if a dominant member is challenged and overthrown or removed due to age or injury. In some species, like elephants, older and more experienced females lead herds, with leadership based more on wisdom than aggression. Overall, hierarchies help animals conserve energy by reducing constant competition and clarifying roles within the group. While dominance might sound harsh, in the wild, it serves a vital function in survival and cooperation, ensuring that the group operates smoothly and effectively. Understanding these dynamics gives us deeper insight into how social animals live and thrive together. Animals rely on various communication methods to survive, interact, and maintain social bonds within their groups. These methods can be visual, auditory, chemical, or tactile, depending on the species and their environment. For example, birds often use songs and calls to mark territory, attract mates, or warn others of danger. Each call has a specific meaning, and members of the same species can distinguish subtle differences in tone and rhythm. Territoriality also influences social structure, as dominant individuals or groups often control the best areas. This can affect breeding success, access to food, and overall survival, making territorial defense a key component of many animal behaviors and social strategies. Mating systems in animals vary widely and are often shaped by environmental pressures, availability of mates, and social structures within a species. These systems include monogamy, polygamy, promiscuity, and even cooperative breeding. In monogamous species, such as many birds and some mammals like foxes, one male and one female form a pair bond, often for a breeding season or even for life. These pairs usually share responsibilities like nest building, until defending territory and caring for offspring. Polygamy, where one individual mates with multiple partners, is common in the animal kingdom. In polygyny, a single male mates with multiple females, as seen in elephant seals and deer. These males often compete fiercely for access to females, and only the strongest or most dominant individuals win the right to mate. In polyandry, which is rarer, one female mates with multiple males. This can be found in species like the jacana, a tropical bird where females are larger and more dominant than males. Some animals follow a promiscuous mating system where both males and females have multiple partners without forming lasting bonds. This strategy is common in species such as chimpanzees and rabbits, increasing genetic diversity and ensuring reproduction even in unstable environments. In certain species, cooperative breeding is practiced, where individuals other than the biological parents help raise the young. This is seen in animals like meerkats and some bird species, where older siblings or group members assist with feeding and protection. Mating behaviors are also influenced by displays and rituals. Peacocks fan their colorful tails to attract females, while frogs use croaking calls to signal readiness to mate. These behaviors help individuals choose healthy, fit mates, increasing the chances of survival for their offspring and ensuring the continuation of their species. Parental care in animals varies greatly across species, ranging from no involvement to intense nurturing. This behavior plays a critical role in the survival of offspring, especially in environments where young animals are vulnerable to predators or harsh conditions. In some species, both parents share the responsibility of raising the young. For example, many bird species, such as penguins and doves, take turns incubating eggs and feeding chicks. This cooperative care increases the survival chances of the offspring by ensuring they are constantly protected and fed. In mammals, maternal care is more common, with mothers nursing their young and teaching them essential survival skills. Animals like elephants and primates form strong bonds with their offspring, often keeping them close for several years. These bonds allow the young to learn social behaviors, foraging techniques, and how to navigate complex group dynamics. In some species, paternal care is also prominent. Male seahorses, for instance, carry fertilized eggs in a pouch until they hatch. In species like the emu and certain frogs, the male is responsible for guarding the eggs and protecting the hatchlings. There are also cases where care is provided by group members beyond the biological parents. Meerkats and wolves, for example, live in cooperative groups where older siblings or other adults help care for the young. This form of allotparenting ensures more eyes are watching over the young and allows parents to focus on feeding and protection. On the other hand, some animals, such as reptiles and many fish, lay their eggs and provide no further care. In these cases, survival depends on the number of offspring produced, relying on the likelihood that at least some will reach adulthood. The diversity in parental care strategies reflects how different species have adapted to maximize the survival of their young in various environments. Body language is another powerful form of communication in animals. Dogs, for instance, use tail wagging, ear positioning, and posture to express emotions such as excitement, submission, or aggression. Similarly, gorillas beat their chests or display certain facial expressions to show dominance or warn intruders. Chemical communication, often through scent markings, is common in mammals like tigers, wolves, and meerkats. These scents carry detailed information, including identity, reproductive status, and territory boundaries. A single scent mark can communicate messages for days, guiding social and territorial behavior. Tactile communication, involving touch, is important in reinforcing social bonds. Elephants, for example, use their trunks to comfort one another, especially during times of stress or when greeting after separation. Grooming behavior in primates strengthens relationships and helps establish trust and alliances within the group. Some species, such as dolphins and whales, use echolocation and complex vocal patterns to communicate across vast ocean distances. Their sounds can travel for miles underwater, allowing them to coordinate movements or maintain group cohesion. Each form of communication plays a specific role, helping animals avoid conflict, reproduce, hunt, or protect their young. These signals are often subtle and require learning and experience to interpret correctly. The ability to send and receive the right signals at the right time is essential for survival and effective social interaction in the animal kingdom. Cooperation and altruism are vital behaviors seen in many animal species, especially those that live in groups. These behaviors often involve individuals working together or helping others without immediate personal gain, which may seem selfless, but often serves a greater purpose for the survival of the group. One of the most common examples of cooperation is group hunting. Animals like lions, wolves, and orcas work as a team to surround or chase prey, increasing their chances of a successful kill compared to hunting alone. Each member of the group has a role, and the food is often shared afterward. Altruistic behavior is especially interesting in species like meerkats. In a meerkat group, certain individuals take turns acting as sentinels, standing guard, while others forage. These sentinels alert the group if predators are nearby, placing themselves at risk while protecting the others. Similarly, some ants and bees sacrifice their lives to defend the colony, a behavior driven by a deep genetic connection among colony members. In primates, cooperation is often seen in grooming and sharing food. Grooming not only keeps individuals clean, but also strengthens bonds, reduces stress, and maintains alliances that are valuable during conflicts. In chimpanzee groups, individuals who share food or assist in fights often receive support in return, showing that cooperation can build mutual trust over time. Even among unrelated individuals, cooperation can evolve when the benefits outweigh the risks, especially in environments where survival depends on group success. Over time, such behaviors have been reinforced through evolution because they contribute to the success of the group and, Indirectly, the individual. Cooperation and altruism highlight the complexity of animal social systems and show that survival in nature often depends not just on strength or speed, but on working together and forming supportive relationships. Territoriality is a common behavior in many animal species and plays a crucial role in ensuring access to resources such as food, mates, and shelter. Animals often establish and defend specific areas, known as territories, using a range of methods that can include scent marking, vocal calls, physical displays, or even direct confrontation. These territories can be large or small, permanent or temporary, depending on the species and environmental conditions. For example, big cats like tigers and leopards use scent marking by spraying urine or rubbing glands against trees to signal their presence. These chemical signals warn other individuals to stay away, reducing the chance of dangerous encounters. In birds, such as robins or mockingbirds, loud singing is used to mark territory and deter intruders, especially during breeding season when competition for nesting sites is high. Territorial behavior is not always aggressive. Often, the display of ownership is enough to avoid conflict, as most animals prefer to avoid unnecessary fights that could result in injury. In some species, territories are only defended during certain times of the year, such as mating season, while in others, like wolves or foxes, family groups maintain and patrol a year-round home range. Animals may use physical features like rivers, trees, or rocks to define their boundaries, and these areas are often patrolled regularly. If an intruder enters, the resident may issue warning signals or engage in a chase to drive the outsider away. This behavior helps maintain order within ecosystems by spacing individuals out and reducing competition.